Hey guys, it's Crypto with James talking to you today about Qanplatform. Spoke about this a while ago as a potential 100x coin. It's on a bit of a roll, so I'll talk about what's going on with it. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would crash it in this bull cycle. I'd invested $100 to each one when I released the videos, and you were still holding bags. You'd be in profit for $80,600 from a $2,600 investment. It's not bad. I've held them all, closed positions on them all in profit, except green, and reinvested that money into new cryptos. If you want to see what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share my portfolio, one that keeps outperforming the market. I've had a recent coin that's 3x in the last few weeks. The biggest holdings in my portfolio are set for some explosive gains. If you want to be a part of that, you can check it out. I keep reiterating this, the bull cycle will end, guys. If you're new to crypto, or even if you've been in it a while, but you get swept up in it and it's easily done, the bull cycle is going to end, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. But when it does, it corrects, and it corrects hard. And that is the time where you want to be going in harder on the market. All I do during bear cycles is find those coins that are hugely undervalued, and I'll be sharing that with the Copy My Crypto members. For example, I found Phantom during the bear cycle. It's up 506 times in value. So $2,000 investment, you'd be a millionaire. And I will be deep diving into everything during that bear cycle. So if you want to learn about them, you can check it out. All right, Qanplatform. I actually spoke about this a while ago in August when it was like 9/10 of a cent. And in the last 24 hours, I noticed on CoinGecko it was running like wild. So currently 16 cents. So it's up, 16, 17 times in value. It's not bad. The reason I liked Qanplatform fundamentally is it's purely about being one of the most secure blockchains. When you realize that it is going to be quantum resistant, a quantum resistant hybrid blockchain, which can fit into every kind of infrastructure going, it's faster than bloody is faster than every other blockchain in terms of setting up for AWS, Microsoft Azure, whatever it is. And they've absolutely been crushing it. I mean, they keep randomly doing like, you got to keep checking if you're invested in it, because they do random periods where it's like a 24-hour period when you can start staking. And that's an opportunity to obviously earn some passive income. This is one that I said in my video, I think my previous video as well, there's huge potential for this down the line. Because there are certain things we're going to see, like the beauty of blockchain development and industries being disrupted is that we're seeing those industries disrupted. Banking being disrupted is lovely for us all to see, right? But with new technology comes new problems. So we're going to have a lot more hackers going at crypto projects. We're going to have a lot more. Well, I mean, we've seen it with DeFi, exploits, and quantum resistant blockchain is important. Qanplatform is already Ethereum compatible. All of the projects running on Ethereum could easily migrate to Qanplatform. They've got a unique proof of randomness algorithm, which makes their blockchain the greenest blockchain of the world. Now, as a selling point, that might not be huge for you, but you've got to bear in mind it's about who gets in. Because if all of a sudden a company or massive companies start getting into Qanplatform, or all of a sudden countries start investing in Qanplatform, then you're seeing some huge potential. But as an individual, you might not give a crap that it's a green blockchain, right? Their rapid deployment is incredible. So Qan's private blockchain, so Qan's rapid cloud platform deployment lets deploy Qan private blockchain to major platforms like Amazon AWS in less than 5 minutes, which makes Qanplatform the fastest blockchain to deploy on the market. The testnet's going to be available this quarter, so you can actually sign up for the testnet. waitlist. Developers will be able to build smart quantum-resistant smart contracts, dApps, NFTs, DeFi solutions, tokens, and cryptos on top of Quan's blockchain's platform. Now, I expected this might do a decent run during this cycle, but I'm quite surprised at how big a run it's done so far. This, for me, is a diamond in the rough for the bear cycle, because it will retrace like mad, and there's some potential here. Because obviously we've got to see developers moving to it, but even that, like they were saying, by 2021, 90% of the current enterprise blockchains implementations will require replacement within 18 months to avoid being obsolete. And that's not the case, because these are already ahead of the game. And we are starting to see a shift in what's happening in terms of people's investments. Case in point, I think the UK invested in quantum computing recently. I think Qanplatform put up an article about it recently. Where was it? Yeah, they're on the World Economic Forum. Yeah, so United Kingdom have stepped up quantum investments with a $40 million fund. So what we can see, so it was £50 million round is backing quantum research into the UK, into hydrogen detectors, quantum data centers, and new clocks and sensors. So it's 40 million starting point. But the fact that you're already seeing, and by the way, we're already seeing that in terms of quantum computing, we're seeing that hugely grow. They're looking at, like, quantum computers will effectively be able to crack anything that they want. The wrong person or the wrong companies get their hands on them, and we could have problems. So having a quantum resistant blockchain bodes very well. And they've already, and as we see in constant articles, they foresaw the threat of quantum several years ago, and have been working on a future-proof platform. And that's what's exciting about Qanplatform for me. And that was what was exciting when I started reading about it. Is that they, identified the problem and dealt with it straight away. Started building towards dealing with it. You can now bridge it between ETH and BSC, because it trades on both Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Although I'm staggered at the amount of trading volume on Uniswap when you can also get it on PancakeSwap and the fees are not there. Always surprises me. All the fees are minimal. I know I've noticed Binance's fees have risen dramatically lately, but it's still 5th, 10th of I think, to be fair, on the swaps, the Binance chain fees are still pretty bloody low. But but I know when you're interacting with contracts through Binance chain now, the fees have been ramping up quite dramatically. It's the problem when you get congested blockchains. But yeah, for me, very, very exciting project. It wasn't really one. It was one that was under the radar at the time when I released the video, because it wasn't moving in price. But now, like I said, you're seeing articles constantly. Quantum computing is coming out of shadows into public markets. We are going to see quantum computing implemented by major corporations. It's not a quick process. Quantum computers aren't an easy thing to build, but you better believe all those traders in your biggest companies are going to be using quantum computers. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting one. But the trading volume has skyrocketed, and there's not been any significant news come out. I saw maybe a YouTube video come out in the last few days, but nothing major that I noticed to sort of justify the huge spike that we've seen in trading volume. Because if you look, trading volume, 160,000. I spoke about it at 0.9, 0.009, so around there. there was about 300,000 trading volume. Today, the trading volume is 24 million, or in the last 24 hours, 24 million. So yeah, something's gone a bit wild in the last 24 hours. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting one because I mean that's a huge parabola, isn't it? Although it looks like it's settling down now. And it did peak at 19 cents overnight. I still think that, to be fair, there's potential room that this continues to run. I wouldn't be surprised to see quarter of a billion market cap. Yeah, but in the bear cycle, I'll be very interested to see how much this retraces, because for me, I could certainly see this being $1 a coin. Even when the max supply is out, I could see this being $1 a coin, because if everyone begins developing on this, if everyone starts migrating from Ethereum and potentially other blockchains as they develop more, there's real potential here. And we could certainly see a multi-billion-dollar market cap. It could be, down the line, this could be a $10 billion project. So I'm very interested to see how much it retraces in the bear cycle, because this, for me, could be a very, very, very good bear cycle investment. Although clearly it's been a pretty good bull cycle investment, because it's done like a 17x in the past, I don't know, whenever I spoke about it in August. So, 3 months, it's not bad. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping well. If you're new to crypto as well, or even if you're not, check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share the portfolio I've got. One that keeps outperforming the market week in and week out. If you want to make those gains, then you can check it out. But I keep reiterating, and I'll continue to do so. For God's sake, guys, bank profits. 1 in a million people close position at the top of the market. Bank profits along the way, you'll sleep really well. And fundamentally, then, don't ignore the market. The amount of people that just go, it's a bear cycle, I'm not bothering with it, is staggering. Bear cycles are the best time to invest. All I do during a bear cycle is find the coins that are undervalued. Phantom, 506 times it up from when I found it in the bear cycle. And you can do steady, week-by-week investments into top-tier projects during a bear cycle, and that will get you phenomenal returns the following bull cycle. Be smart, guys. Anyway, not financial advice. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care. Bye.